Welcome back to Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Before I forgot to mention this in episode 1, but we do have a PDA here, which will list some case notes and tell you to go to herinteractive.com. And it has phone numbers. This one also had a task list in here. Kind of vaguely does, a little bit. Oh, we're never calling, Sally again, unless we have to. And now we're gonna find out if this is gonna work. I got scared there because the your traveling image didn't pop up as soon as I would have liked. Cool. And let's see who you are. Talk to you, person.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Nancy Drew. Sally McDonald said you might be able to help me.
I like helping people. Of course, I like selling them stuff even better. But keep talking.
I'm in town visiting her, out at the old Malone place.
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve, but right now I need a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
Uh-huh.
A tree fell down in the driveway behind my car, and now I'm blocked in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
Well, 'cause she's scared.
She couldn't stand the thought of spending another night in that house.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing 'em howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
I caught a strange man prowling around last night. He called himself Red Knot.
The bird watcher.
Huh.
Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Huh.
It seemed to me that he was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah, well, whatever. One thing's for sure. He's gonna wind up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Mr. Knott.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh, yeah. I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
You can tell this is an old game because they have cassette players. Thank
what
you.
What else can I do you for?
Oh, yes.
I need to get the water from Sally's well tested. How would I go about doing that? Do you know?
Just get a water testing kit from the ranger station and follow the directions.
Where's the ranger station?
Just up lake from Sally's on the east side.
Oh, that's convenient.
Does the name Waldo Matthias mean anything to you?
Can't say as it does.
Cool. Let's actually talk about the stuff you're going to try and sell me, which I'm not going to buy.
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be Party Central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
So it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Huh.
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, Why, instead of giving out maybe 1 ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
Guess I'll see you
So yeah,
later.
we're gonna leave.
Always a pleasure.
Cool. And the music's not playing, so that's annoying me a little bit, but huzzah. We'll hear music later, I'm sure.
Ew.
Yeah, you want worms? Plenty of worms. Many a worm. Alright, we can ignore that. Okay, hi. Never actually learned something the other day. I never knew you could click that direction and see people who got their pictures put in the game. Go them. That's kind of fun. Haha. That's... yeah, I feel weird not knowing that after playing... I played this game like dozens of times in my few years on this world, and I'm probably gonna play it many more in the future. Anyway, I suppose we should go get the, water testing kit from Jeff Akers. Speedboating across the lake. Cool. And he's right here.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service. Let's see, Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
That's right. Only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
Huh.
Does that mean you don't?
There's always a logical explanation for everything. Whatever's out there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
Huh.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
Have you ever investigated the ghost dogs yourself?
Do you always ask this many questions?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm a very busy man, Miss Drew, but I am here to serve the public.
Great, because we're going to talk to you about everything.
Do you have something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
Perfect.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station, is it?
It's also the Moon Lake Post Office, and it's the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora and fauna, but also its past.
Which is apparently rather colorful.
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
So you'd probably like to see the old Malone place torn down and forgotten.
Not necessarily. It's hard to ignore its potential as a tourist attraction. And if that's what it takes to draw more people to Moon Lake, I'm a reasonable man.
As an
Sure
officer
you
of
are.
the law, can you think of anyone who might want to scare Sally off her property?
The woman who owns the shop across the lake? Emily Griffin? I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure she's been dragging the lake in front of Malone's house for artifacts, which is illegal. It would be a lot easier for her to do her dirty work if nobody was living there.
Huh.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that, what's to know?
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
Huh.
The inscription on one of the tombstones reads Waldo Matthias. Does that name ring any bells?
Not in my steeple.
Oh, wow, you're worthless.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
And that's just gone.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Akers.
Cool. And we can just look around and look at these old Nancy Drew games are chock full of facts and interesting things that you could know, and they're cut off because this game... Oh, there it goes. As a small screen. So, you're free to go ahead and read up on these facts that I've read many a time because I've been playing this game for like 10 years, so. Haha. I don't need to learn. Okay. Got some pictures here. Fancy. It's more of like looking at the history of the area that the game fabricated, I think. Or maybe it's true. Who knows? Who am I to say it's false? Okay. Alright, we'll ignore that now, and... Can I read this? I can read this. Giant wall of words. Huh. Learning about history. And more here. I guess I could be talking over this, but I'm just gonna let you pause and read if you so desire. In this
I
box...
probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Akers' permission.
You said look around, but okay. You can read up on well water here. You know it can be contaminated, cause brain-eating bacteria. That's a long article. You can learn about hantavirus. At least that's a virus that is, you know, caused by deer mice. That's good to know. Okay. Beaver fever. I don't want to read about that. Forest fire prevention. Don't let this happen to you. Wildfire's been bad lately, and they're just gonna get worse. And the evil plants. Important evil plants. Poison ivy and poison oak. They're... You know they're bad, because they have the 3 leaflet thingies. Leaflets of 3, let it be. And since we're gonna be spending a lot of time in the woods, watch out. You can read about the rules. I don't care. Actually, I don't care about any of that, so, we're leaving. Look at Ranger Skunk Man over there. I ignore Ranger Skunk Man. Haha! It's kind of on autopilot, zoomed in over here without acknowledging the skunk fully. Haha, go me. There. Acknowledged, leaving. That's the kid one. I don't care. Fireplace, and that you can't zoom in on. You can see they had... Ranger Man has a dog. Oh, poison crap. I don't care. Last look at the skunk, and then we're leaving. Yeah, game over. One particular game over. You get to see Ranger Skunk again in a bigger view. So I'm sure one of you wants me to get a game over just to make that happen. I'm not going to. If I'm gaming over, it's because I screwed up unintentionally. I'm not going to purposefully go out there and die just to show that off. Anyway. We're gonna go ahead and get a water sample. Pumping. And get a sample of water.
I don't need water right now.
Get rid of that. Take the bucket with us. Out. Though, to be fair, I probably could just leave it here. Don't really need to carry the bucket around anymore. And let's go ahead and get this test back so that, you know, it can be processed through the magic of Ranger Akers. Ha ha ha. Kind of just realized the pun on his name. Acres, as in, you know, the measurement you use to measure land.
You're back.
Yes, take
I
this.
have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, sure it is. All right. Well... we're gonna go ahead and go back to Moon Lake, as in, you know, Sally's place. And then we will listen to Le Tape. Le Tape I listen. Because, you know, we have to hear what we need to find.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal. Red-tailed hawk. Western Tanager.
Oh, and that's it. Those are the birds you need to find. Easier said than done. So, let's head on into the woods and look for them. I'm gonna have the camera ready, because if you're not quick enough, bird will fly away. And bird will sometimes still fly away, even if you don't. Even if you don't.
No birds here.
I hear bird. It was a weird, angry bird. Goldfinch? Cool. And still better animation than Midnight in Salem for the birds.
Tweet, tweet!
Tweet, tweet!
No birds here.
There's a shoe. That's actually important for Nancy to mark on the map. Hey, lots of birds, but there's just not any on the path. Ah! Oop.
I must have scared it.
Rats, no bird for me. Well, that's actually important to learn, because you can't just walk around taking pictures of birds. The birds will know. Oh, it's right there. Almost missed that one. Thank you. Alright. I think we can get one more bird before Nancy will realize it's a bad idea to not have some sort of camouflage when hunting for birds. There we go. That is half down. That's half down already? Wow. Moving fast. Oh shoot, what was that? That.
Missed it.
Well, that's 2 failures. Surely that's enough to say, screw this mess. I found the cemetery. Great. Actually, this will help, because I can maybe go off of memory to get back.
I must have scared it.
Or find the tanager again. And I'm immediately lost. Great. Here we go. There we go. Back on the trail. Perfect. We're out. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and... That broke. We're gonna turn to night and go stop, actually, looking at the clock. So next time on Nancy Drew, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, I'm gonna go nag Red Knot. See if he can help us out with why the birds are running away. See you guys then.